Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle, and it's going to be another hot day in paradise. Um, things are heating up. Things are heating up everywhere. That attempt on former President Trump's life is just like a signal of an indicator, really, of where people are at, where our country is at. And it is a sad state, the state of reaction and angst and fear and division and anger and blame and all of those things. And man, the powers that were exactly want us right here. That's really what they are enjoying us being in. And so, what is your part? What are you to do about any of this? Sorry, I've got this. There's weird stuff going on. Good morning, Julia. Internet wise now too, things are just really crazy. We had quite a wind last night, right at bedtime, and I went out and one of my favorite plants, and I mean it's in a planter that's 12 inches tall, wide, heavy, was in a stand, was blown over, and of course the planter is broken, but I think the plant's going to survive, and it's a lovely plant. But that was bizarre. Again, I look at everything that's going on and kind of just plug it into all of what is being said, what people are doing, how I'm feeling, how other people are feeling, and we've got some rough stuff ahead of us, and we are the balancers. That really is it's what we can do in the midst of all this, is mind our own energy. We want to keep ourselves in a place of balance, a higher vibration, and in a place of love and compassion. And this new tool that I have used, that's exactly what it works to do. So I'm really excited to share it with the people that come to my retreat and the people that are coming to that class in August, because it's a huge helper tool. I haven't even drawn cards this morning. I woke up at 4 and then dozed in my chair and dozed longer than I thought, just off and on. So a little bit behind the times. Let's see what Native Spirit wants to talk to us today about this crazy world situation. It's not just the United States. It is the world that is in chaos, and it is all what has to happen, but that does not make it any easier, any smoother traveling. Sacred Mountain, beautiful, quiet, and I don't work with these cards often enough. I'm going to go in and put my glasses on so I can actually see. Love my cat eyes with all the sparkles. Let's see what the author wanted to talk about. If you look at that beautiful mountain, it's very still, very quiet. The whole card is very quiet. And this is be still and take the time to move into a silent place within yourself. Locate your internal source of power. Meditate, wait, don't move forward, do not take action. If you observe rather than react, you claim your power. And that was kind of as I was rushing, because everything has been behind, because I dozed a little bit longer, had to get the water started because otherwise everything will dry up today. It's you. If you take your power, if you mind your energy, doing your own work is really what you can do to help the situation, getting yourself in a place of greater peace inside, because that is what you are sharing with the world. Then you are in a place of less reaction, you're in a place of more love, less blame, less finger pointing. And it's easy not to be in a place of calm and balance in the center, because everything you see here and what people are doing is easily making life rocky and placing us in askew. And making it harder to find the balance in our own lives. The Flower of Life card came through for time, and another, just a gentle looking card. You are a ray of light and love beyond time and space. When you choose to focus your attention upon the earth plane, you created a physical body to experience manifestation, and you created time. Time is a way to measure manifestations so you can fully appreciate the experience of the physical. In oneness, you are a ray of light, awaken to your fullness, to all of you, and no longer be limited by the perception that you are in a dense form only. We are light. You are light energy. We're vibrating light balls. That's what we are. And so being that ability, being that energetic aspect, it is within our purview to raise our vibration, to affect time. I listened years ago to a book called The Big Leap by Gay somebody, can't remember that last name. And one of the things that stood out was that I am where time comes from. I manipulate time, and we tend to have to kind of pay it back if we borrow time in one spot. But often, if I'm running a bit late and I'm concerned about it, which I do like to be on time, but if it's, an important thing, I will just start saying on the way, take a deep breath, I'm where time comes from. Everything will adjust and be perfect for when I get there. So something will happen. Somebody else will be late, a key person. It always works out. And so we, being light bodies, we have that ability to manipulate time. Awaken to your fullness, to all of you, and no longer be limited by the perception that you are in dense form only. This form that we see is only about 5% of all that we are. We are far more space than we are density. And that light energy, in this moment, in any moment, close your eyes and breathe. Allow all of you to be here in this moment. Feel yourself in no time. So that ability to breathe, center yourself. It's like you call yourself back to yourself and center yourself. And again, I say it so many times, it is the only job you really have to do is working your own energy into a place of balance and peace. That is, sounds far easier said than done. And it really isn't hard to do. And like everything in life, the one thing that is constant in every endeavor we have to make it successful is consistency. You can't just keep hoping, wishing. I had a gal come to the retreat who got her feelings hurt afterwards because nobody reached out to her. This is a theme in her life. She didn't reach out to anybody either. And so, it was a game that she started playing in her head about who she was because of the reaction of others. She, chose not to use any of the tools that were given to maintain her energy, because what she perceived that she needed when she came was just connection, which she got there. But she also did not balance out the connection by reaching out, by being being half of that equation. So her old stories came up, and old stories are coming up a lot these days, our shadows. And it really is a full-time job just to maintain our balance, our energy, our centeredness. But you have to choose it, and you have to practice things that put you back there, draw you back in, keep you there, help you stay there throughout the day, especially with all that is going on in the world. It would have been an incredibly crazy day if President Trump had been actually assassinated. I know there are many of you out there who believe that would have been a good thing, but the chaos that would have happened. And the truth is, what it indicates to me, and what he has indicated to me since he began, because believe me, I am no fan of his, But what I do like about him is that the powers that were, the ones that run everything, and there is this echelon up there who are pulling all the strings, they're scared to death of him because they can't control him. He is not manipulatable. And so they want him gone. That is, and that truly is, he is a master number. His life number is 33, and that is disruptor. He is a master disruptor into this system. And I truly feel when JFK was killed, that was the beginning of the takeover of our democracy, of our country. And it's taken this last 50 some years, 40 years, no, more than that, 50 years. I was 6. Oh, 61 years. It's taken that this last 61 years, we have been slowly taken over. And so it is, it is time for things to change. And Trump is like the instigator of that change. And so it would have been far more devastating to this country at this time had he actually been assassinated. Okay. The energy oracle card coming up is Goddess of the Moon. And Goddess of the Moon is, it's all about the mystery, and it is about cycles, and it is about the divine feminine. That is what is coming to power at this point, is the divine feminine. And what happens is we're going to power up like this, and the divine feminine is going to be out of balance in herself, and we will come back into balance. That is what we are working towards. And again, balance is the thing that is the most important thing for us to remember, to work towards, to strive for. Because if nothing more, on a very personal level, balance feels really good inside. There's nothing that feels better than when you are at peace and in balance within yourself. And then again, remember, we're sharing our energy. We share that type of energy. So that is how we can truly affect this world in a very positive way. We have a full moon coming up the end of next week, or this week, the end of this week, because this is Monday. And the full moon is that time of releasing. So be asked to be shown, if you don't already know, if you're not already dealing over and over with shadow stuff, ask what needs to be released within you to bring you closer to balance, or bring you into balance. And then write those things down, and then in a ceremonial way on the full moon, burn them. Be very careful, because it's very much fire season. And I don't say that tongue in cheek or lightheartedly. We are so smoked in because of fires in Oregon. We have a fire up near a place in Idaho that we love to go as a family to camp and play. And so we, just be careful with fire right now, but do choose the things you are aware of that weigh you down, hold you back, give you reason to doubt. And it generally is things about ourselves that have come up, especially right now with all the shadows coming up, and choose to release them. Write them down. Your intention will catalyze the release of it. And then things start to happen. And honestly, those things aren't always the most fun, but they are ways to help us release. When I work with people and do energy work, we pull the certain energies, and people feel them go. Afterwards, they are lighter. They're not all done. They're going to come up again. But it's more, what happens is things come to you to help you release even more of these energies. It's rarely done in a way that you're not aware of, that there's something going on. It's like when I decided years ago that being so bound up, I couldn't even walk through the woods anymore, was not my truth. And I said it with great, great emphasis and choice, great intention. And I didn't all of a sudden become able to hike and do things again. It brought to me different modalities and different things that help work my body out of what I had gotten it into over 40 years and back into a place of being more able to move freely and safely and all of that. So these things that we think are going to help us and change us, we're expecting to sit there and go, okay, now I get really quiet and I get done and I'm all done. It's like, nope. Generally, it's a process of working out. We did choose to come in the physical. The physical is often the biggest challenge we have. This whole situation the world is in is a very physical situation that we can affect with our emotion. We can, our emotion of love, compassion, peace, ease, balance, harmony, but it has to start within us, because sharing it energetically is the easiest way to get it out. And we cannot change the fact that we share energy. The only thing we can change is what type of energy we share. So again, I said it before, it is all about you. It is the responsibility you have in your path in this lifetime to the world to maintain and work your own energy. Sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. And look at this gorgeous, gorgeous angel. Oh, there it is. I'm trying to find, well, you can't really see it because it's so bright, but it's just this light body around Metatron, this angel. And sixth chakra is the third eye. I mean, the crown chakra. No, the third eye. That is that intuitive aspect, that sense of knowing, but you have to tune into it. That, the mantra I teach, I'm open, I'm willing, I'm ready, guide me, is that invitation to invite the universe in to help, your guides, your angels, your companions. Archangel Metatron comes in often when I'm teaching, which is really somewhat comical because the way I know Archangel Metatron is there again is that all of a sudden water is running down my back. So most of the time it doesn't run down my face, so nobody else has to know it. But Archangel Metatron works with us in so many ways, and they are one of the two angels that never died. They were human and they ascended because of the perfection. My goodness, the Earth Magic cards are wanting to come out in droves. So they ascended straight into heaven. Metatron is said, I believe it is, then I get them mixed up. Saint Germain, I believe, is the other one. But anyway, Metatron takes our prayers to heaven. So Metatron can act as an intermediary. It isn't really necessary. I believe that is man's view of what Metatron does. But Metatron is powerful, and Metatron is so willing to help. You too can call upon Metatron for anything you would like to call upon. So the cards that came up, in the order they came up, was Breathe, just that beautiful forest. I keep wanting to get it. Maybe if I turn it down a little bit, you can see these cards a little bit. It's just a beautiful forest card. Breathe. Spend time in quiet. Take deep breaths. That really does help balance you, especially when you get yourself worked up. You want to take deep breaths and just bring yourself and your energy back into you in a place of quiet. Know your power. You have incredible power in your life, in your body, in the world. We all do. So it is time for you really to understand your power, because you are responsible for what you're putting out. So you might as well know what it is you're putting out and what your path is and how you came to walk in this world. Solitude, again, we need to spend just a little more time in quiet, because we have to attend to us. It is all about you. And, you are all that and a bag of chips, without any ego involved in that. That means you do you, and it is enough. If you are truly standing in your divine energetic power, you don't want to use that power against someone else or over someone else. Whenever that comes in, you are no longer in your power. You are in your ego. You are in your wound. You are in reaction. So getting quiet and bringing yourself to center, working your energy every day for a few minutes in the morning, more if you can, and know that it is the way to really balance yourself out. So that is what you're sharing. And the hint, the fun part is that it just feels better to be in balance, to be in quiet within yourself, to be at peace. And then there will be a time for celebration. There is always something to celebrate in the world. You can choose to ignore that. You can choose to feel heavily laden as long as you want. I mean, mainly it means you can choose to focus on all that is plaguing you, the world, our country, your city, or you can choose to focus on everything that is good and what is going right. So a gratitude practice brings you in greater proximity to celebratory energy. This is a dance energy. Yesterday, I went to my 5-year-old granddaughter's birthday party at this pool in Boise. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. I mean, everybody had a good time. And the whole of the people there with their kids. I mean, there were, I don't know, many, 100 plus probably at this pool. And everybody was choosing to have a good time. There weren't arguments, squabbles, not between the kids. Everybody was just enjoying themselves. And then we went to my daughter's house, and it was even more of that. And so there, choose to participate in celebrations. The day before, one of the gals I have known for a little while orchestrated a celebration in that she and 2 other gals came over to my house. I had not met the other 2 gals. We sat in our pool. We visited, we had snacks. We just enjoyed one another. That was such a special, not real weird, not a lot of planning time. It was just wonderful. So sometimes you have to be the generator of the celebration and just choose to invite 2 friends over to just be goofy, watch rom-com movies, whatever it is that will generate a greater feeling of harmony, peace, joy, and fun in your life. It is time for you to do that in a big way because we need more of that energy throughout the world. So pretty much a lighthearted reading in this very dense energy that the world and our country is in right now. So practice quiet, breathe, get quiet, and practice gratitude as well. And shed pure love and joy on things, on our government. That would not be a bad use of your pure love and joy to help shift the situation. So I think we are complete for this day. I hope this spoke to some of you out there. I'm feeling just kind of out of it this morning. I just, it was not a great sleep night, and I got up early, and then when I dozed in the chair for a bit, then I dozed and was a bit late coming on. So that always puts me a little askew in my energy. So I do hope Creator came through with something for each of you to take away and work with today. I bid you all peace and a little bit of fun. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.